Hello, what's up guys, I'm Kyle from KGR. And today I'm going to be showing you my recording setup. Now I'm going to be showing it in like multiple different modes per se. Like, I'm going to be showing you like how I record these type of videos, how I record my Smash videos, how I stream, and then also just how my desk overall looks as a whole, show everything that I have, and then talk about all the equipment I have, how much I paid for it, and yada yada yada. So, without further ado, let's get into it. If you ever got any questions, let me know, and I'll try to do my best to answer them. But hopefully I don't get flooded by a crap ton of comments all at once, so it'll be really difficult for me to answer them, but I will try to do my best. However, the camera quality is going to change because for this, like for these type of videos, I use a webcam. So I'm going to have to switch to my camcorder, which is actually less quality. It's poop. But anyway, I'm going to have to rearrange this whole setup like 20 times, and we'll see how everything goes.
And this is the desk. Now I'm going to be going into everything in particular, starting from the left, then go to the right, and hopefully put in as much detail as I possibly can. But unfortunately, I don't really know everything about the TV and stuff, but I'll try my best, I promise. Alright, so the TV is a 32-inch Vizio. I got it, I don't know how many years ago. And unfortunately, I don't really know what the model is, how many hertz it's set up at. It's pretty good. Lag isn't very bad, but if you go for huge TVs, like a 60-inch TV, you're going to have very bad lag. So I don't recommend having those. For when it comes to gaming, you always want to go as small as possible so there's not too much of a refresh rate. The smaller number, the better. You know, it's all good. Okay, so on top, we got a Mario hat from McDonald's because that's pretty. PlayStation camera, which to be honest, don't get it unless you're getting the VR because it's completely unnecessary. The Wii sensor bar, then we got the new 3DS XL with the charging cradle, then we got the Wii U gamepad with the charging cradle, Wii remotes with Wii Motion Plus inside on an Energizer controller charger thing. Then we got my controllers down here. Here they're all chargeable. So here what I like to do is here I take the mini USB and the micro USB cords that charges all of them, and I plug them into the back of the console so I never have to plug them into the consoles anymore. So all the cords are, you know, behind the scenes. And then when I'm not using them, like if I keep my Wii in idle mode and I have my cable box, because the cable box also has a USB port, those are always active USB cords. So I just plug them in whenever I'm not using them, and it charges everything up nice and dandy. And right now I'm charging this PS4 controller because super sweet. Anyway, yeah, I got a cable box, I have Comcast, and then we got an HDMI switch box right here. It does up to 5 USB points. I meant ports, because I don't know how to talk. And here I have a component cable that works for both Wii, PS2, and PS3. So when the NX eventually comes out, because right now I actually use up all the USB ports, not USB, HDMI. I don't know how to talk. I'm sorry. But anyway, when the NX comes out, I'm still going to be able to have plenty of room for my switch box, so that's excellent. So anyway, I have this switch box, and then that hooks up to my Elgato HD60. That's how I do my gameplay recording and my streaming and stuff. So anyway, yeah, it looks all very nice and dandy, and I love having this switch box because I don't have to switch out cords anymore, and it's freaking annoying. So yay! And then I have this little remote right here, which I have Velcro to the wall, so I never lose it. So you can just switch. It's very convenient. I love it. And then we got my consoles, my GameCube, which I honestly don't even use anymore. It's mainly there for for decoration. I do have the Game Boy player under it, but I actually just use emulation on the Wii because I freaking hacked it. Then we got the Wii, the Wii U, PS2, PS3, and PS4. This is a launch model PS4, by the way. The newer ones are actually much better because they actually have clickable buttons instead of the heat sensors, and it's less of a pain to do anything. But turning off PS4 takes forever, and I hate it. Anyway, we got this little stand right here. It's for the gamepad, but it's not really important to my recording setup. So now, let's get into the actual equipment. Alright, so here I have a gaming laptop. It's from iBuyPower. I got it on eBay for like $350 some, which was a steal, which I'm pretty confident people didn't want to bid too much on it because of the missing key right here, which the rubber part still works, so it's still a functioning key, but I don't use it anyway. And I got the thing for a steal, like, because the specs on it is actually not too bad for the price I paid. It has an Intel Core i7 3630QM, NVIDIA GeForce GT 650M with 2 gigs of dedicated memory, 8 gigs of RAM. I believe it's DDR3. I don't know what the hertz are set up at or anything. Then it has a 500 gig hard drive, but I think it's 5200 RPM, so it's not too fast. It does take a while for it to boot up. and it's 1080p display. It's a great laptop for the price I paid for it, and it has a fingerprint scanner too. It's very nice. So yeah, I'm really happy for what I paid for it. It does get the streaming and everything done pretty well. Eventually I do want to upgrade, but for now, this is still a very kick-ass laptop compared to my old computer that I had. It was a Dell Inspiron 531S, and I had to upgrade the processor and RAM on it, and it still was not very good. So that kind of sucks, but still, I love this laptop very much. Anyway, for the other equipment, I use a Logitech C920 webcam. Then I have this little thing right here, this little lens cap thing. This is actually from a Logitech C930E. It's pretty much the upgraded version of this webcam. It's like business class or whatever. Be honest, do not get that webcam. The colors are so saturated on that, and plus here when you're recording with the Elgato, at least the HD60 or the regular, here, there's a delay when you're streaming, and you have to set, well, you don't have to, but I really recommend that you do, so it's a more genuine reaction. You have to delay the webcam and the mic, so it actually matches, like, your reaction. Like, if you jump or fall or something, like, you can, like, I don't know, it'll be in sync, you know what I mean. But with the Logitech C930E, at least in my personal experience with multiple computers, here, the C930E does not keep the delay. It ends up getting more out of sync, and it's terrible. While this guy, it stays in sync. But the C930E does have advantages where, like, it can focus on things farther in the background, and it has a wider range of view, which is very nice, but the colors and the syncing issue, like, it's much better on a C920, and plus it's a little bit cheaper too. And here the C930E doesn't have proper drivers on the Windows computers. If you have a Mac, then you'll be just fine. But Windows, you're going to be completely screwed. So again, C920 is what I highly recommend. Okay, then I have a laptop cooler under here because unfortunately my laptop does overheat when I'm streaming and stuff. But I clean it out regularly though, so that's really nice. But you still want to have a laptop cooler just to play it safe. Then I have a generic mouse, it's not really important. And then, for my mic, I have a Blue Yeti, but I have, you know, quite upgraded it. I have a pop filter, which, by the way, I do need to upgrade this guy because look at the hole in there. Ill. And then we got a shock mount. This is a custom spider mount that you can get. Here, Blue does make their own shock mounts, but the quality on them is not the greatest, unfortunately. And plus, I love the way this looks compared to all the other ones, because the other ones look like more of a UFO type of deal. Because I think this looks more professional, in my opinion. Then we got a mic arm. It's made by the brand Newer. I'm pretty sure it's just a cheap brand. But it extends out to about like maybe 36 inches. So anywhere from 33 to 36. I can't remember the exact thing. But it's a great mic arm. Like you don't have to get it this big, but I love having it this big because I like to have it like out of frame whenever I'm recording Smash Brothers and stuff. And also I have a Astro A40 headset with the mix amp right here, which, trust me, when you're recording Let's Plays and stuff and streaming, meh. But anyway, when you're recording, it is a godsend, because then you can mute your TV. And here, what's nice about my TV is here it has the optical out, and here, that's how the Astros work. Here, if you want to listen to your gaming, you have an optical cord, you plug it into your console, and then you plug it into your little mix amp, and then you plug in your headset, and you're good to go. But here, with like the Wii and Wii U, they don't have optical out, so that kind of sucks. However, my TV does, and switching the cord all the time is going to be annoying. So, since my TV has optical out, it all goes through. Like pretty much switch the console, it's already to the TV, so the optical cord goes from the TV to the headset, so all my gaming sound is still going to be coming like perfectly without switching the cord all the time. Except for when I'm playing Guitar Hero, then I plug it into the PlayStation because there's a little bit of latency, and with Guitar Hero, it has to be perfectly in sync. So, yeah, time for the pricing. To be honest, for everything, I got it for a lot cheaper than I should have. Like for my HD60, the Elgato, I paid like $110 for that because I got it off eBay, I believe. The consoles I'm not even going to go through. The HDMI switch box, I can't remember how much I paid for that, I'm sorry. The Logitech C920, I think I paid about $50 for that. It's not too expensive. I already talked about the laptop, which, trust me, trying to find a laptop this powerful for that cheap, good luck. Pop filters, they always vary in prices, but you can get some as low as like $2. The mic, I honestly didn't buy this. My friend Eric bought it for our charity organization, Red Hat Games. And since I'm a tech head, I'm allowed to use this stuff, so that's awesome. But I kind of honestly want to maybe pay it off, like so I could keep it for myself and just replace it with another one. Because taking this thing off all of this is a pain in the butt, and setting it up on a regular stand that it comes with, is a pain. So, and plus, if God forbid something happens to me, or I have a falling out with Red Hat Games, I want to be able to keep this mic. Which I'm pretty sure nothing's gonna happen, because without me, a lot of stuff might not be possible. So I'm a huge part of the team, but still, you gotta prepare for things. The mic, I think it costed us about $80. They used to cost about $100, anywhere from $100 to $150, but they have gone down in price. And the YouTube gaming starter kit is seriously Elgato C920 Blue Yeti. But then you gotta upgrade it all the time. And then also Astro A40s. There also are A50s, which are wireless, which much nicer. But unfortunately, I didn't get the A50s. But the A40s, I believe they're supposed to be $250. I originally paid $90. But here it didn't have the actual mic, because I got them on eBay. So I bought the mic separately. That cost me like another $20-some. But still, I got it for a lot cheaper than what I should have. The shock mount, which, trust me, you want one of these. Not only does it because it looks professional, but it enhances your quality a little bit. Like, if you get a mic arm, you have to get a shock mount, because if you bump your mic arm just the tiniest bit, it gets into the mic and it sounds absolutely terrible, I promise. So, if you're gonna get a mic arm, buy these both at the same time. The shock mount, I think I paid about $35. It is a little bit expensive. Like, if you get like the Audio-Technica AT2020, then you can get like almost any type of shock mount. But unfortunately, the Blue Yeti is very big, so it has to get its own custom shock mount. This guy, I only paid probably like less than $15 for it. I got it for dirt cheap, and I got figures falling off my shelves. Whoops. I think that's covering everything. Yeah, that's pretty much the initial setup for when I'm just gaming, having fun. Oh yeah, then I got this chair. This is from IKEA. My brother gave this to me, so I have no idea how much he paid for it. But there we go. It's actually a really, really comfy chair. And that's just my initial recording setup. I mean, it's not recording. My initial gaming setup. So now let's get into the recording where like I do my vlogs or whatever. Like pretty much the way the beginning of the video was set up. Let's show that off. And this is the setup for recording my vlogs. Now, I'm going back as far as I can, trying to show off everything, but it's obviously impossible because my room's so tiny. So we gotta step in. So here I have my chair at the highest setting that it can be, and then I have my mic coming out and pointing toward me with the pop filter right here, which to be honest, it's kind of redundant because I don't speak directly into the mic. So it's unnecessary, but it still looks professional, so why not? So then I have the camera and tripod right here. So here I have the front two at the highest settings, and then the back one I don't even mess with. I just put it on top of my Mario Maker Rubik's Cube. And then I put my webcam on top of here, because here this tripod has a quick latch system, which I always keep on my webcam, so I don't have to always constantly screw it on and off. It gets annoying. It's a quick latch, so nice. But this tripod, I believe, is a Polaris brand. I can't remember. I'm trying to look because I remember there was branding on it, but I can't find the branding for some reason. But oh yeah, it's on the back. Polaroid. That's it. Why am I thinking Polaris or however you pronounce it? But whatever. This is the brand. I got it at Walmart for less than $20. For the price, it's a very, very good tripod. This is the second good tripod I ever had. My first one was absolute garbage. It was a Targus brand. Targus as a whole is a terrible brand. Stay away from them. But this is a very, very good tripod. Look it up on Walmart's website. It's perfectly good to go. And then when we sit in my chair, Then this is my light source. This is pretty much a light that you always see in like someone's dorm room at college. And here I use my window as one side of my light, but I can only record at certain times of the day, like not want to say very early in the morning, but like anywhere from noon to maybe 2 to 3. It depends on the daylight savings time, but I use that as my side of the light, and then I use this as the other side of the light. So then my videos, look good. But it also depends on what kind of shirts I'm wearing as well, because if I'm wearing black, then the brightness and white filtering, the white balancing is perfectly good to go. But if I wear black shirts, yeah, it's all good. But if I wear white, like, it makes it all off and makes me too bright, and it's just, no. See, I just pretty much look at the camera, and then I look at my amiibos all the time, and then I just look to the sides. But yeah, this is my initial setup. It looks great, sort of. But now let me show off how I record my Smash videos. And this is the setup for when I'm recording Smash or streaming with friends. Now, I would have the tripod right here, have the camera facing toward the bed, and then I have my light right here, so, good lighting. And then I have my mic sticking out, and I try to keep it high enough so it still listens to us, but it stays out of frame of the camera, because then it looks good. And then I have my TV set to a low volume, and here my mic is set up so, like, if it tries to pick up anything from the back, it just mutes that pretty much, and it only picks up anything from the front, so that makes recording a crap ton easier. But unfortunately, your TV still can't be all that loud, so that's kind of a bummer. But if I'm streaming with friends, here you can set it up so the Elgato just has no noise, and then you just have the TV as loud as you want it to be, and you don't have to worry about your headset. So then the mic picks up the game sound, and it's all nice and dandy, I guess. But depending on what time of day I'm recording my games, that is when we add in another thing. Okay, see, the window is very bright, so sometimes I can do my recording of gameplay at night, but sometimes we don't really have time for that, especially now where you actually have to wait until like 8 o'clock for it to like get dark. So here I have a little black paper blind, which I actually keep down whenever it's summer, because it makes it like a lot cooler in here, but unfortunately it messes up my lighting like terribly. But anyway, I take that down because it's held up by 2 clips, and then pull that all the way down, and then that gets rid of so much lighting from the background. And when it comes to lighting for your videos, always have the light behind the camera, don't have it behind you, because then it makes a silhouette out of you, and it makes you all black, and people won't recognize your pretty little face. Unless you're ugly, then I don't really know what to tell you. Then I guess you just do commentary over gameplay, like Review Tech USA. I love them, don't get me wrong. But anyway, so then you'll see the paper blind, so then I undo my curtains. So it covers all that, so that's nice and dandy. But when I'm actually streaming by myself, I set up a green screen, and then I have my chair right here, which, why describe it when I can actually show you? So be right back. Okay, now for the solo streaming setup. So the webcam and the lights, it's exactly the same. But let me get behind the light, because my room's tiny, and show off the rest. Now, I have my chair set up about halfway on the hydraulic. I have my mic coming out, and it's like close to me, sort of. And then green screen! Yeah, it's a relatively small green screen, sort of, but it gets the job done really well. But as you can tell, there's like plenty of light coming in. But that's when I take the blind down and make all the color the same. So doing chroma key, green screen effect, it's just much simpler to do. So that's pretty much it. That's everything. And then I turn on my headset, and then I wear my headset. And that's pretty much it. That is my whole recording setup. That is all my modes of recording. So there you go.
And that's pretty much the whole recording setup. I did forget to mention that for the green screen, I forget how much I paid, probably anywhere from like 15 to 20 bucks. Not very expensive at all. Then I have hooks on the ceiling where I hang my green screen from. And also, there is a bug. Oh, it's a tick! There's a tick on my webcam. Freaking cats! When I go to record these type of videos like this, I use a generic webcam recorder on my computer. Like, in Windows 8 and 10, they have a generic webcam recorder built into Windows 8 or 10, and I just use that so I can record this and that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you like what you saw, then like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Favorite? Yeah, you can favorite. I forgot you can do that. Also, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter if you're not already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And I need to get rid of that tick. That thing is gonna suck my blood. And I'll see you guys in the next one.